In other international news, Israel has confirmed that it launched an attack on a target inside Syria on Friday. It says weapons bound for Lebanon were hit and destroyed. Israel says it launched the strike to keep the weapons out of the hands of Hezbollah, the Islamist militant group. Derek Stoffel has more from Jerusalem.
The Israelis certainly did not want these weapons, and we know that they are ground-to-ground missiles. They did not want these weapons ending up in the hands of Hezbollah, the Shia militant group that controls much of southern Lebanon, really, an arch enemy of Israel. So what we know, Israeli officials are now confirming that Israeli warplanes were sent from a base here in Israel to the Lebanese airspace. They did not enter Syrian airspace. This happened early Friday morning. They shot a missile across the border, so to speak, and they took out this weapons cache. Now, this is certainly the government of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has long been focused on Iran as a threat, but in recent days, with all the talk of chemical weapons and just the threat of violence from Syria, the government of Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister himself, saying that Syria and Hezbollah are really a chief concern here. Although Israeli officials are noting that the weapons cache that they took out on Friday morning was not chemical but conventional weapons.
Meantime, in Syria, Derek, more grim reports coming out of the country. We're hearing of another massacre involving the deaths of men, women, and children. What do we know about this?
Well, the details, again, sort of filtering slowly out. The Syrian regime isn't really allowing foreign journalists or activists into this region, into much of Syria. So we're getting reports of dozens. In fact, the latest massacre we're hearing is in the city of Bania. 77 people there killed, men, women, and children. Video posted online seems to back that up, showing the bodies of women and children on the floor of what appears to be a mosque. This happening just about a day after the reports of another massacre where some 70 people were killed in a nearby village. All this has sent hundreds of families, in fear, streaming out of this community along the Mediterranean. They're trying to get to a larger town, but we're hearing reports there that the Syrian authorities are not letting them into this town. So a lot of confusion, a lot of scared people there. This is really, Nancy, a part of what we're seeing, a resurgence perhaps by the forces of President Bashar al-Assad. His forces have been on the offensive over the last week or so, launching a number of strikes to try to take back land that's controlled by the rebels. There certainly is more optimism, it seems, on the government side. That's due to the fact that the international community really doesn't seem to be ready to take action against chemical weapons or really any forceful action against the Syrian regime. And the fact that we're also hearing that the number of soldiers defecting from the Syrian army is down. So all that added together has led to a sense of new optimism among regime forces in the capital, Damascus.